Hi guys! First off, let me thank you for voting for my capstone project. As you can see, the majority of the teachers want to be introduced to Adobe Spark, something that you can use as a multimedia presentation with your students and also fulfills some of our STEAM requirements. However, with that being said, there are quite a few of you that were interested in learning how to use Google Forms to create a quiz. So today I am going to walk you through that process. So let's get started on that Google form. The first thing we need to do is go to Google. So open up a new tab, go to Google, and you're going to click on what I call the waffle. It's that 3x3 squares up here. So when we click that, it opens up all of our Google apps. We are going to go to Google Drive. So click on Google Drive. From here, you get a list of everything that is in your Google Drive. So anything you've saved, anything that has been shared with you. Next, we need to go to New. You are looking for Forms. As you can see, it is not on the main menu. So you're going to have to click More, then click on Forms. This brings us to the layout page for Google Forms. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and name your quiz. For me, I'm going to be doing a quiz on The Leap, one of our stories for English 2. This allows you to easily find it when you get to your Google Drive. If you want to add directions for your students, you can put it right here. Mine have done this numerous times, so I don't feel like I need to really add the directions. Now we start on our questions. I've already preloaded the quiz that I have in Word, so I'm going to click over to that to pull my first question. As you can see, this used to be a paper-based quiz, but now we're going to save the trees and let students take it on their phones, or if you're lucky enough to have one-to-one, they can take it on their computers. So for the first question, I'm going to go get the actual question. Go back to Google Forms and insert it. By default, it comes up multiple choice. Because of the type of question, the computer thought it was better as a paragraph, but this is a multiple choice quiz. So we're going to go back and re-click on multiple choice. Then you're going to add your options. So I just go back and forth. So first option, talk, take it from the original quiz. Now go fill that in as option 1. Make sure you take out the original option 1 title. Now you're going to continue doing that with the rest of the options. As you can see, I've filled in 2 additional options. We've got one more from our original quiz, but I wanted to show you how to do it. All you have to do to add a new option is click Add Option, then type in. So our last one was remember. Once you've done that, you're ready for a new question. So you come over here, and these are your different types of questions. So add a question, just click it, and then here's where you can actually select which type of question you'd like. I want another multiple choice for now. So again, I'm going to go back to my quiz and copy and paste question 2. Sometimes you will have to edit it when you are copying and pasting from another source. As you can see, I have filled in all of the multiple choice questions from the original text-based quiz. So I've gone in, everything's there, but now we need to go pull the last question, which is a written response. So I'm going to go actually get the question, go back to my quiz, again, hit the plus sign to get your question, to add questions. This one is a paragraph answer, so click on paragraph. Insert your question, and then students will have room to answer. Now you're ready to turn this Google form into a quiz. To do that, we go up to the gear looking thing that says settings.
Click on that. First thing you're going to get is general. With this, you are going to want to collect the email addresses. Students should be using their FSD1 login. This will restrict it to Florence School District 1 students. I would limit it to one response so you don't have to wade through it where kids try to see the answers and then go back to it. Then I would let them see the summary of the charts when they finish. Then click Save. Next thing you have to do is actually go up to the quiz part. We're going to click on Make This a Quiz. This brings us back to our quiz. The first thing you're going to need to do is go click on the questions. Once you've clicked on it, you'll see down here, you've got a new box. So you've got answer key, which we'll get back to in a second, and you've got one that says required. You're going to need to go through and check this for all of them. So you just click up the button and it turns it to purple. But double check. Sometimes it'll do it for you automatically, but sometimes it'll miss one. So go through each one and just double check that it is there. Now let's go back to that answer key. So we're going to click on that and it's going to take us to a different view of these questions. Now it's asking us for point value. I've got a 10-point quiz, or I do percentages, so it'll be 100. That makes them 10 points apiece. So we're going to type in 10 points. Now you're going to need to go through and actually answer the questions. For question number 1, the question states, Anna says it is surprising the amount of things a person can blank while falling. The correct answer is do. So we're going to go check on the do. Then there's the option to add answer feedback. Just so my students know why that is the correct answer, I'm going to click on the box. Then I'm going to go back to the story and pull that quote. So here's the quote. It says, my mother once said that I'd be amazed at how many things a person can do within the act of falling. So I'm just going to copy that one. Since I harp on citations, I'm going to put it in quotes so they know I pulled it from the original text. And we're going to add our in-text citation to the end. So, Eldridge. Click Save so that it's there. So when the students have finished and submitted the quiz, they'll get feedback for each of their answers. Once you have gone through and done this for each of your questions, then you are ready to send your quiz to your students. So to do that, we go up to the top button that says Send. Now you've got several options. If you've got all of their emails listed and you can just quickly copy and paste it, you can do it that way, but make sure that you click Include Form and Email. However, the easiest way I found to do it is to go grab the link. This is the full link, but it's actually a lot easier if you get the shortened link. I then take that shortened link, I hit copy, then I go to my Google Classroom and I post it there for students to pull. They can click straight on it from Google Classroom and it brings them to this form. For those of you that would like to add a splash of color to your quiz, Google has built in a way to do that. So if you look up at the top, right here, you have an artist palette. If you click on that, then you get a preset color, or if you click the plus sign, you literally get the whole spectrum of colors. So you can go choose what you would like. The other option is to choose an image. So Google has pre-done images. So let's say with mine, I'm going to go back and grab the book since it is a story. So I select it and it gives my quiz the header. These are just some of the basics you can use for turning a Google form into a quiz. Now that you have sent out your Google quiz to your students and they have completed it, it is time for you to check their responses so that you can get their grade. How do you do that? Well, once they have completed it, you will see that there's now a number beside the responses. So for every student that completes it, their name will pop up here. So if you click on the responses, then you get to see the overall summary but you're really more interested in individual. So when you go, then it'll show you student by student. I hope this helps you understand how to use Google Forms to conduct a quiz in your own classroom. If you have any questions, please stop by my room or email me.